Derek, who worked for a major tech blog, sounded intrigued. "I'm listening." Maya smiled grimly. "Let me tell you about Eventi's little security problem." The next morning, Maya arrived at their meeting with a smile that didn't reach her eyes. "Everything okay?" Ethan asked, noticing something different. "Perfect," Maya said coolly. "Just finalizing details." She'd spent all night planning. Nothing illegal, nothing that could be traced to her. Just enough small disasters to make the evening chaotic and prove that automation couldn't replace human judgment. The catering order she'd accidentally put in for 200 people instead of 300. The miscommunication with the audiovisual team about timing. The seating chart with subtle errors that would put rival investors next to each other. The champagne delivery scheduled for an hour later than needed. Each problem small enough to seem like normal stress. Together they'd create chaos. "Maya," Ethan said, catching her arm as she left. "Did something happen? You seem distant." She looked at his hand on her arm, then into his eyes. "I'm just being professional, Ethan. Isn't that what this is? A business arrangement." "I thought." Ethan paused, looking uncertain, an expression she'd never seen on him. "I thought maybe it had become something more." Maya's heart twisted. He was a good actor, she'd give him that. "You thought wrong," she said, pulling away. "See you at the launch." As she walked away, Maya ignored the voice in her head saying she was making a mistake. He'd used her. Planned to destroy her business. This was justice. So why did it feel so much like heartbreak? The launch party was a disaster. The champagne arrived late. The seating chart had caused 3 arguments already. The presentation kept glitching. Ethan looked exhausted and devastated as his perfect event crumbled. Maya watched from the corner, waiting to feel satisfaction. Instead, she just felt hollow. "Maya!" Ethan's assistant rushed over. "Thank God. We need your help. Everything's falling apart and Ethan is." She paused, looking at her phone. "Oh no. Maya, I think you should see this." She showed Maya an email thread, accidentally sent to her instead of Richard. The emails were from 2 weeks ago. Richard. "The Chen woman is perfect. We'll use her client list and destroy her business." Ethan. "Absolutely not. That's not happening." Richard. "It's just business, Ethan. She's competition." Ethan. "She's not competition. She's an artist. What we're building should complement what she does, not destroy it. I won't sabotage her." Richard. "The investors expect." Ethan. "I don't care what they expect. Find another strategy or you're out." Maya's stomach dropped. She scrolled further, finding more emails of Ethan defending her, changing the business model, protecting her interests. He hadn't betrayed her. He'd protected her. And she'd destroyed his most important night because she'd been too hurt and angry to verify the truth. "Oh no," Maya whispered. "What have I done?" She looked across the room at Ethan, trying to salvage his presentation while everything fell apart. His dream was collapsing and it was her fault. Maya made a decision. She pulled out her phone and started calling in every favor she had. Maya moved through the venue like a hurricane. "I need that champagne here in 20 minutes or I'm never using your company again," she told one vendor. "Consider it a personal favor. Yes, I know I'm calling in my favor from the Martinez wedding. This is important." She fixed the seating chart, rerouting conversations into productive networking. She charmed the AV company into a rush repair. She called her own staff to bring backup supplies. Within an hour, the party was transforming. Not perfect, but alive. Human and warm in a way the sterile app plan version wouldn't have been. When it came time for Ethan's speech, Maya did something she hadn't planned. She took the microphone first. "Good evening, everyone. I'm Maya Chen, and I need to make a confession." The room quieted. "Tonight had some problems. That was my fault. I'm the event planner, and I made mistakes." Ethan stared at her from across the stage, confused. "But here's what I learned," Maya continued. "Technology is amazing. Eventees is going to change the industry. But you know what saved tonight? Phone calls, relationships, human connections I've built over years. A driver who rushed a delivery because he came to my quinceañera when I was 15. A caterer who owed me a favor from a wedding where I helped her daughter get a job. Maya looked directly at Ethan. The future isn't technology replacing human touch. It's technology enhancing it. Eventees should be a tool that helps planners like me serve clients better. Not replace us but empower us. And I think Mr. Blake understands that better than anyone. The room erupted in applause. Investors nodded thoughtfully. Ethan walked over to Maya, taking the microphone. His eyes never leaving hers. She's right, he said. And that's exactly what we're building. Eventees isn't about replacing talented people like Maya. It's about giving them superpowers. After his speech, Ethan found Maya on the same rooftop terrace where they'd shared champagne days before. You saved me tonight, he said quietly. After I heard you'd been cold all week, I thought. Why? I overheard Richard, Maya admitted, talking about destroying my business. I thought you were part of it. I only found out tonight that you'd fought against him. So you sabotaged the party. Yes, Maya said, ashamed. And then I unsabotaged it when I realized I was wrong. I'm so sorry, Ethan. I let my past hurt me make me suspicious of you. Ethan stepped closer. I fired Richard, by the way. Right before the party started. Found out he'd been planning to go behind my back. I wouldn't have blamed you if you'd been part of it, Maya said. It's just business, right? No, Ethan said firmly. Not when it comes to you. Maya, somewhere between the champagne incident and tonight, you stopped being just a business arrangement. You made me remember why I started this company. To help people, not destroy them. I was so scared, Maya whispered. Of trusting you. Of getting hurt again. I know. Me too. Ethan took her hands. But I'm tired of being scared. I'm tired of letting the past control me. Maya Chen, you are brilliant, fierce, creative, and you drive me absolutely crazy, in the best way. I don't want this to end when the party does. Maya felt tears prick her eyes. I blamed everything on the champagne. The attraction, the feelings. I told myself it was just the bubbles and the forced proximity. Was it? No, Maya said, stepping closer. It was real. It's been real since the moment you smiled at me and I saw past the designer suit. Ethan cupped her face gently. Can I kiss you? Or should we blame that on the champagne too? Maya laughed through her tears. Kiss me, Ethan Blake. And let's stop blaming anything on the champagne. When their lips met, it felt like coming home and jumping off a cliff all at once, terrifying and perfect. Below them the party celebrated. Above them, stars sparkled over the city. And between them, something real and precious bloomed from the ashes of revenge, mistrust, and champagne-soaked disaster. The Ashford wedding was everything Maya had dreamed it would be. After the successful Eventees launch, Mrs. Ashford had not only rehired her but had recommended her to half her social circle. You're staring at your girlfriend again, Richard's replacement, Sophie, teased Ethan. Ethan didn't deny it. Across the garden, Maya was directing her team with practiced grace, now using Eventee's planning tools to coordinate her expanded staff. The app hadn't replaced her. It had freed her to take on more clients and hire more people. I'm allowed to stare at my girlfriend, Ethan said, smiling. The word still felt new and wonderful. Their relationship hadn't been easy. Maya still had moments of fear, of waiting for the other shoe to drop. Ethan still worked too much and forgot to express his feelings. But they talked now. They trusted each other. As the reception started, Ethan pulled Maya onto the dance floor. Remember when you hated me? He murmured as they swayed. I never hated you. I hated that I was attracted to you. What changed? I realized that the champagne incident wasn't the disaster. It was the beginning. Sometimes the best things start with a complete mess. Philosophical tonight, aren't we? Before Maya could respond, a server tripped nearby, sending a full tray of champagne glasses flying. Golden liquid splashed across both of them, soaking Ethan's suit jacket and Maya's dress. They stood frozen for a moment, dripping champagne, and then both burst into laughter. "See," Maya said, wiping champagne from her face. "The universe agrees with me." Ethan kissed her, not caring that they were wet and sticky and the focus of 100 stares. "Blame it on the champagne." "Always," Maya grinned. "Always blame it on the champagne." And somewhere in the crowd, someone's phone camera clicked, catching the moment. Two people who'd found love in the most unlikely place, soaked in champagne and radiating joy. By morning it would be viral again. But this time, neither of them minded at all.